plotting a company dining at the United States legation on Nu'uanu Street.
And John Stevens essentially told him,
should a revolutionary attempt be made, it would begin by the seizure of the police station, the royal palace, and the government buildings.
There's no question here about his intentions. He's basically coaching them along. John Stevens is intimately associated with the conspiracy to overthrow the Queen.
In 1892, the Annexation Club sends Lawrence Thurston, the arch-annexationist, to Washington, D.C. to lobby for annexation with the Harrison presidency.
It may be necessary to secure the government by a coup d'etat against the common natives as well as against the Queen.
The President does not think he should see you, but he authorizes me to say to you that if conditions in Hawaii compel you people to act as you have indicated, you will find an exceedingly sympathetic administration here.
Should unexpected changes make it seem best for you to act immediately, everything possible to second your plans will be done at this end of the line.
It's 10 in the morning in the palace. The Queen has come to meet with her cabinet to tell them she is about to promulgate a new constitution. There were thousands of Hawaiians who had come into the palace grounds to hear at last that they, the Hawaiian people of this nation, were going to control the government and not foreigners. Unfortunately, her cabinet ministers were afraid to sign the new constitution.
I was surprised when the cabinet informed me that they did not think it advisable for me to take such a step, that there was danger of an uprising. I told them I would not have taken such a step if they had not encouraged me.
So with a heavy heart, the Queen went to the balcony to tell her people that they had to wait a little while longer before they have a new constitution.
I have listened to the thousands of voices of my people that have come to me, and I am prepared to grant their request. I was ready and expected to proclaim the new Constitution today, but with deep regret, I have met with obstacles that prevent it.
Now, there are people, of course, in the crowd who are very upset and who shout out that there should not be this missionary gang in control. And she said, no, we'll have patience, we will have peace, and we will wait for another time. As far as the Hawaiians are concerned at that point, that's the end of it. But in the meanwhile...
It is a condition of anarchy, pure and simple. We cannot sit tamely by and be shorn of our liberties by a treacherous woman, as Samson was shorn of his strength.
I stated to the gathering that a committee of safety should be appointed to deal with the situation.
The Committee of Safety, or the Committee of 13, as they are called, is comprised of 9 foreigners, American and German, and 4 haole, or white citizens of the kingdom.
I move that it is the sense of this meeting that the solution of the present situation is annexation to the United States.
And their first concern at this meeting is military strategy. Lawrence Thurston will continue to reassure the Committee of Safety that they have the absolute support of Minister Stevens. Charles Wilson is the Marshal of the Kingdom, and he very wisely sees the larger picture.
I ordered the saloons closed at 9 o'clock p.m., 2 hours and a half earlier than usual, in order to induce the usual Saturday night crowd to disperse to their homes and so keep the streets clear.
He's very concerned early on that there be no pretext at all for the United States to land troops. And he sends his specials, his intelligence agents, to observe the movements and actions of Thurston and the missionary gang.
As peace and quiet prevailed throughout the city, I could not understand why the Thurston faction should continue to hold meetings.
Such men, having no covenant with their own consciences, suspicious even of their own shadows, in power or out of power, are always a menace to the peace of the community.
Committee of Safety meets at William Castle's house, a sugar plantation owner and a descendant of missionaries. We need to remember that this is a Sunday morning when the Queen and other converted Hawaiians are at Christian services. And here are the sons of missionaries who had converted those Hawaiians, themselves plotting to overthrow the government of the Kingdom of Hawaii.
About 4 p.m., I saw posters being put up calling for a mass meeting on Monday afternoon and signed Committee of Safety.
While the missionary gang is meeting, the Queen's supporters are